All right, so today we're diving deep into TaskRabbit.
Ooh, TaskRabbit.
Yeah, specifically how to make some serious cash on the platform.
Nice.
We're using excerpts from 1,000 Ways to Hustle TaskRabbit.
Catchy title.
Right. And it's not just about finding like random gigs. It's about turning TaskRabbit into a legit side hustle.
Okay.
Maybe even a full-time thing if you play your cards right.
Interesting.
We're talking insider tips on specializing, leveraging those same-day tasks for better pay.
Ooh, I like that.
Even marketing yourself clever,
Yeah.
you know?
Beyond the app.
Exactly, like a true entrepreneur.
I'm intrigued already.
What really stood out to me in this source was the focus on strategy.
Yeah, a lot of people think gig work is just,
Grabbing whatever comes up.
exactly, just random tasks here and there.
But this source is all about treating it like a business.
I like that approach.
So first things first, your TaskRabbit profile.
Okay.
They spend a lot of time on this.
Right.
It's like your online storefront.
True. And it's just like with any storefront.
First impressions are everything.
For sure.
Especially with TaskRabbit,
Uh-huh.
you're going into people's homes.
Yeah, you're working with their stuff.
So that trust factor
Here.
has to be front and center.
Absolutely.
They even recommend using a working photo,
Interesting.
which I thought was kind of cool.
So,
If you're amazing at assembling furniture,
okay.
maybe a pic of you with your drill,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
looking professional, of course.
Right. Not just
Covered in sawdust.
exactly. Got to keep it classy.
So does that actually make a difference?
I think it does.
Yeah.
Especially for those skilled tasks.
Like those specialized things.
Think about it. If you were hiring someone to fix your plumbing,
Okay.
wouldn't you be more likely to choose the person who looks like they know what they're doing?
Yeah, for sure.
It goes beyond just skills. It's about conveying competence.
Right. Like, you've done this before.
Exactly.
I trust you.
Trust is key.
And they're big on quantifying your experience.
Right.
Don't just say, I'm good at this.
But be specific. I've assembled over 50 IKEA pieces without losing a single screw.
I love that.
Right. It's
That's the proof.
yeah, anyone can say they're good.
Exactly. But numbers, they give you credibility. Plus, they mentioned showcasing your tools, too.
Oh, yeah, like having the right equipment.
Top quality tools,
I know.
higher quality work.
Which means...
You can justify charging more.
Because you're worth it.
Clients are often willing to pay a premium for that peace of mind.
I know this person's got the good stuff.
Exactly. They're not going to mess up my expensive whatever.
Now let's get to the heart of it.
Okay, the good stuff.
Landing those tasks.
Yes.
They talk about this quick pitch.
Okay.
And honestly, it feels like this is where the magic happens.
The make or break moment.
Totally. So imagine you see a task for assembling.
Okay.
Let's say a treadmill.
All right. I'm picturing it.
You could say something like,
Okay, let's hear it.
hey, client name, thaw your task, and I'm a pro at treadmill assembly.
Nice and specific.
Got all the right tools, and I'm free your availability.
Perfect.
Anything specific I should know about the setup?
Boom. Mic drop.
Right.
So much better than just, I can do it.
Or, I'm interested.
Right. It's short. It's sweet.
And it shows you're paying attention.
You've read the task. You're ready to go.
They also talk about speed,
Ooh, yeah.
like responding ASAP.
It's the nature of these platforms, right?
People want things done now.
Instant gratification.
Exactly. Even if you're booked.
Okay.
A quick thanks for reaching out, but I'm unavailable then.
Still polite.
Shows you're on top of it.
It builds that reputation even when you're not getting the gig.
Because you're responsive.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've landed the task, aced it.
Now what's next?
Time to go beyond just doing the job.
Okay.
That's where a stellar reputation comes in.
So not just checking the boxes.
Right. It's about those little things,
Give me an example.
like wiping down the surfaces after you've installed a faucet.
Oh, nice touch.
It goes a long way.
Go the extra mile reasonably.
Exactly. That's how they put it in the source.
It's about turning a good experience.
Into one they'll rave about.
And those rave reviews,
Pure gold.
they really emphasize asking for them.
Oh, for sure.
It's like when you're buying something online, what do you look at?
Reviews, of course.
Right? It's social proof.
And algorithms love them.
Which means
More visibility for you.
more potential clients.
Exactly.
And now for the part we've all been waiting for.
Hit me with it.
Making bank. They go into upselling, which I know can sound a bit salesy,
Yeah, I get that.
but they spin it in a way that's actually helpful.
Okay, I'm curious.
It's not about being pushy.
Uh-huh.
It's about offering related services
Okay.
that genuinely benefit the client.
Silly.
Say you're helping someone move.
Mhm.
You could mention that you also offer packing services
Well,
or even cleaning.
makes sense.
It saves them the hassle of finding someone else.
It's convenient.
Right.
It's practical.
I like it.
Me too.
They're also really practical about expenses.
Okay. Important stuff.
Keep those receipts, folks.
For everything.
Even that coffee on the way to a task.
Really.
Yes. You need to know your real profit margin.
Not just the per task rate.
Exactly. And of course, for tax stuff later on.
Right. We're building a business here.
Not just doing odd jobs.
I love that mindset shift.
Okay. Are you ready to level up this hustling game?
Bring it on. Let's get to the really juicy stuff.
Niching down marketing like a pro.
Now we're talking.
This is where things get interesting.
Can't wait. So last time we were getting into some of those like advanced strategies.
Oh, yeah.
For really maximizing your TaskRabbit hustle.
Leveling up our game.
Exactly. Let's keep that momentum going.
I'm all about it, and I'm kind of curious.
What's on your mind?
What does the source say about efficiency?
Ooh, good question.
It's gotta be key, right?
Absolutely. Especially if you're fitting this into a busy schedule.
Like most of us are.
Exactly. They're big on efficiency, like really big.
Okay, so what's their secret sauce?
It's all about treating your time as a valuable asset.
Makes sense. Time is money.
Right. And think of it like this.
Okay.
The less time you spend driving between tasks,
Right?
the more tasks you can fit in.
More money.
Exactly. They even suggest using those mapping apps
Oh, yeah.
to plan the most efficient routes.
Makes sense. Factor in traffic, all that.
Precisely.
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
It's like optimizing a delivery route.
But for errands and tasks?
Exactly.
That makes me think.
What about it?
What about when things take longer than expected?
We've all been there.
Right? Like that IKEA assembly that turns into a 5-hour ordeal?
They actually address that in the source.
Okay, good.
They emphasize getting really good at estimating task times.
So like practice makes perfect.
Kinda. The more you do it, the better you'll get.
Makes sense.
But they also suggest having a buffer, just in case.
Smart, like under-promise and over-deliver.
Exactly. Set those realistic expectations.
Good advice, not just for TaskRabbit, but for life.
Ah.
They also mention those time-tracking apps,
Hmm.
which I've always been hesitant to use.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know, it feels a little...
Big brother-ish.
Yeah, maybe a bit too much tracking.
I get it, but they can actually be helpful
Okay, in what way?
for understanding where your time's actually going,
Not just on tasks.
right? Also, communication, travel time, invoicing.
All those little things.
It helps you identify those hidden time sucks.
So you can work smarter.
Not harder.
I'm starting to see the appeal.
It's all about data-driven hustling.
All right, I'm into it. So we've tackled time management.
Now let's talk money.
Yes, please. Specifically raising those rates.
Yeah, always a tricky subject.
It feels awkward.
Right. But the source seems to encourage it.
They do.
But with a caveat,
I'm listening.
it's about knowing your worth,
Mm-hmm.
being confident in what you offer.
Not just being greedy.
Exactly. They recommend gradual increases,
Okay.
tying them to things like your growing experience
Okay.
or specialized skills.
So you're not just raising rates for the sake of it.
Right. You're offering even more value.
I like that approach. It takes the pressure off.
Less awkward for sure.
You're not suddenly doubling your prices.
Yeah, just strategic adjustments.
As you grow.
Exactly.
What about those TaskRabbit features?
Oh, yeah, the platform itself.
Does the source mention those?
They do. They talk about really utilizing what TaskRabbit offers.
Like what specifically?
Things like aiming for that elite tasker status.
Ooh, the VIP club.
Pretty much you get priority listing in search results,
Nice.
access to special offers, even a dedicated support team.
Wait, hold up. A dedicated support team?
Yep, just for elite taskers.
That sounds worth it. How do you even achieve that?
It's a combination of things.
Okay.
High ratings, consistently completing tasks on time,
Mm-hmm.
stellar response rate, basically being the tasker everyone wants to hire.
Okay. Challenge accepted. I'm seeing a theme here.
What's that?
It's not just about doing the tasks.
Right.
It's about building a reputation, a brand almost.
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most overlooked aspects,
Okay, tell me more.
building relationships with clients.
Oh, interesting. The source mentions that.
They really emphasize it. They even suggest remembering little details.
Like what?
Their preferences, maybe their dog's name.
Wow, that's next level.
It makes a difference.
Guess we all like to feel seen and remembered.
Especially in a service-based interaction.
It turns it into something more personal.
Exactly. And don't underestimate a simple follow-up.
Like after the task is done,
Just a quick, hey, wanted to make sure everything is working great. Let me know if you need anything else.
it shows you care.
Keeps you top of mind for future tasks.
Okay, adding that to my playbook for sure.
Good call.
What about discounts or anything like that?
Ooh, good one. They mentioned that too.
They do.
They suggest offering small discounts for repeat clients
Makes sense.
or referrals. It's a way to reward loyalty,
Mm-hmm.
encourage word-of-mouth marketing.
But they also emphasize boundaries, right?
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to come across as desperate.
Yeah, right. It's about finding that balance.
Between friendly and professional.
I remember they mentioned going the extra mile.
Yep, one of my favorite tips.
What does that look like with clients?
It's those small gestures that show you're not just there to complete a task.
You're there to help.
Exactly. Maybe it's offering to carry in groceries.
Okay.
Or taking out the trash. Or just being a good listener.
It's about that human connection.
Making people feel good about hiring you.
Love that. So we've covered client relationships.
Now let's loop back to that bundling concept.
Yeah, tell me more. I need a bit more context.
It's all about efficiency and planning.
Okay.
Say you have a few tasks in the same neighborhood. On the same day, you can bundle them together.
Okay, so you're minimizing travel time.
Maximizing your earning potential.
It's like creating your own mini route.
But for TaskRabbit.
I love that analogy.
So instead of bouncing all over town,
You're focusing on specific areas.
do they give any tips on how to actually get clients to book those bundled tasks?
They suggest offering package deals. Okay.
Or slight discounts to clients who book multiple tasks at once?
It incentivizes them to bundle.
And it guarantees you a solid block of work.
This is all starting to click now.
We're leveling up.
Level 2, TaskRabbit Mastery. What else can we level up on?
Well, before we get to the really advanced stuff,
Okay.
we need to talk about tracking your performance.
Ooh, data time. I've always been a bit intimidated by that.
I get it, but it's crucial.
So what should we be paying attention to?
Think of it like a business dashboard.
Okay.
You want to track your income, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but also expenses, mileage time spent on each task.
Okay, getting granular
Client information, too.
so you can see which tasks are the most profitable.
Exactly. And make data-driven decisions.
About pricing and servicing.
Very nicely.
So it's not just about the per task rate.
Right. It's the bigger picture.
Eye-opening, for sure.
And by tracking client ratings and feedback,
Mm-hmm.
you can identify areas for improvement
So you can tailor your services.
to better meet client needs.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Data is our friend.
Data is our friend. Okay, what's next on our TaskRabbit journey?
Now we're getting to the truly advanced strategies.
Get me with it.
Niching down marketing like a pro.
Ooh. This is where we go from tasker
To a thriving business.
I'm ready. Okay, so we're back, ready to unlock that final level
Final level.
of TaskRabbit mastery.
I like it.
We've talked about treating it like a business,
Right.
optimizing our time,
Efficiency is key.
but now it's about taking those skills
Uh-huh.
and turning them into something truly specialized.
I'm listening.
This is where niching down comes in, right?
The game changer. The source really pushes this idea.
Of becoming the go-to person for
Definitely.
something specific.
It makes you stand out from the crowd
Right, and you can often command higher rates.
because you're the specialist.
But what if you're good at a bunch of things?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
How do you choose?
It's a mix of looking inward at your skills and passions
Okay.
and then outward at the market.
So, like, what do you enjoy doing?
Yeah. What are you really good at?
And what's in demand?
Exactly.
So maybe you love assembling furniture,
Okay.
and there's a constant stream of IKEA orders.
Boom. Niche found.
Right. Makes sense.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Where your talent meets what people need.
Exactly.
So the source used the IKEA example.
Yeah.
But it could be anything, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm pretty good at organizing closets.
Yeah.
Could that be a niche?
Especially in a city where people are short on space.
Yeah, true.
You're not just organizing, you're creating functional systems.
You're maximizing space.
That's valuable.
Okay, so once you've got that niche,
Then it's about marketing it.
both on and off TaskRabbit.
Exactly.
We've talked about profiles and reviews,
Mhm.
but this off-platform stuff feels a bit tricky.
I get it. You don't want to step on any toes.
Right, how do you do it without, like, breaking the rules?
The source is clear about that. No poaching clients.
Okay,
No undercutting the system.
got it, but,
You can build brand awareness.
okay, so, like, how,
Joining local Facebook groups, for example.
okay.
Answer questions, offer advice related to your niche.
So you become a helpful resource.
People start to see you as the expert.
You're, like, not being pushy about it.
Exactly. It's subtle.
Does the website or blog thing tie into this?
It's definitely a pro move.
Okay.
Imagine someone Googles best closet organizer, your city, and your site pops up.
Nice.
You've got photos of your work, glowing testimonials.
It builds credibility.
Before they even hit the TaskRabbit app.
It's like you're creating this whole ecosystem
Around your niche.
It's pretty inspiring, honestly.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm starting to see TaskRabbit in a whole new light.
That's what this source is all about.
Taking what can feel like a gig-by-gig thing and turning it into a long-term strategy.
And speaking of learning,
yes,
they're big on tapping into the community.
The community of taskers.
Films groups.
So it's not about competing. It's about supporting each other.
Sharing knowledge and tips.
I love that. What a great way to end this deep dive.
We've covered a lot of ground.
From the basics to some really advanced stuff.
It's all about treating your TaskRabbit hustle like a business.
Be strategic.
Build your brand.
And never stop learning.
The potential is huge.
Whether you're looking for extra cash
or a whole new career path.
That's a wrap on our TaskRabbit deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Hopefully you're feeling as pumped as I am.
About the possibilities.
And if you want to go even deeper,
definitely check out the source material.
1,000 ways to hustle TaskRabbit.
Happy hustling, everyone.